Hello, everybody. 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's see who pops in here with us right now. Do, do, do. Place like home for the holidays. No matter how far away you are. There's Julia. Hello, Julia. There's Malaya's mom. There's Shauna. There's Karen. I've got this little tune in my head. There's Ruby. The kids are playing. Shauna said, watching the race in Virginia. Yes, we are about, like Shauna's making reference to, tonight is election night in the state of Virginia, and we are getting ready to make history in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Tonight, we will elect our first female governor. So, how about that? Debbie from Motown. Nothing wrong with that. Shauna says Spanberger won. Yep, that looks like that's the way the numbers are coming down right now. There's Sprague. How are you? Evening, Jean. Evening, Ann. Yeah, Spanberger looks like she's got this pretty well wrapped up tonight. Uh, some of the other races got really uh, out of whack here in the state of Virginia. One of the candidates made threats to somebody's family and things. It really got out of hand in Virginia. Hello, Betty. How are you? Hi, Jean. Hello, Bonnie. How are you? Yeah, Shauna said, I'm from Virginia. You got it. Hello, Mikey Donuts. How are you? Yeah, no, that's a big story for us. When Governor Wilder was elected, we got our first African American governor through Governor Wilder, and Douglas Wilder is still living, and that was a big story for us, and that's been a number of years. And I made reference to that today that this would be Virginia's first female governor. And somebody said, are you sure about that? And I'm like, yeah, pretty sure about that. This is going to be Virginia's first female governor. So, hey, Peter, how are you? Malaya's mom, did you get your situation taken care of today? Let me ask you that. Hello, Becca, how are you? Okay, Gene, you know, a lot of states do these days. A lot of states do these days. And then we saw where, and granted, we don't get into a lot of politics here, but Vice President Cheney passed away today. I saw that this morning as well. So, oh no. Prayers for Malaya's mom tonight. Hello, Easy. Ooh. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Becca said, what's your favorite pie? Wow. That's a good question. Um, bu- 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 can't go wrong with pumpkin. Uh, can't go wrong with pecan, depends on where you're at. Uh, you can't go wrong either way with a good piece of pie. That is definitely okay. Black raspberry. Wow. James says apple. Coconut cream. Nothing wrong with coconut cream pie. Prayers for Louisville, Kentucky tonight. You got it. We can do that. Chocolate pie. Yes, Becca, chocolate pie. I think that is one of the most underrated pies. Just a good chocolate pie. After losing 200,000 farming annually in Washington State, I can't do it. 45-year-old wash up. Wow. Nancy mincemeat. Can't do it. Can't do it. Malaya's mom said, I hate pie. Easy Lane, that's a good question. Is mincemeat meat? What is that? Hello, Barbara. Oh, here's a good one. Hey, man, new to the stream. Would you rather fight one gorilla the size of a toddler or 10 toddlers the size of a gorilla? Guys, you want to chime in on this one? One gorilla the size of a toddler or 10 gorillas or 10 toddlers the size of gorillas? Becca said 10 toddlers. I don't know. Gorillas are mean. We don't see we don't see a lot of the stuff. Hello, Jacob. Huge toddler scared me. Okay. Malaya's mom said one gorilla. God bless you, buddy. That's a very good question. I remember back in the day, and we've got some older people in the chat with us. You would get to fairs, state fairs, and that was one of the things that you could go and win some pretty good money if you would get into the ring with, a gorilla, a monkey, or something. You would fight with these animals. And I remember fairs back in the day, Malaya's mom said, have you ever been around 10? We call that hangry. Yeah, we call that angry and hungry at the same time. Those are hangries. Shauna said, I wouldn't want to hurt an animal either. No. Hello, Rusty. How are you? Remember Mr. Rogers and the gorilla. Shauna said, I'm a vegetarian. Hello, Rusty. Yeah, no, that was things that you could go to the fairs and stuff, and people would, get into a ring and they'd fight these large animals for pretty good prizes. And guess who normally won? The animal usually would beat the daylights out of them. Hello, Miss Vivian. How are you? Hello, Anita. How are you? A lot of people get hangry. That's when you need a Snickers bar. Isn't that the commercials they do? Be sure to stay on the nice list. You got it. Malaya and Peter's in here tonight, and they will boot you. They will boot you. Mince pies. All right, guys, let's real quick. We're at 55 people in the room tonight. We've got 17 thumbs up. Nurse Betty from Pennsylvania, Paris, Vermont, 67 years old, hospice cancer. We can do that. We can do that. Nurse Betty. Oh, you hear the Litleys. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. If you subscribed, awesome. Son, what I normally do is that once you subscribe, I go back in as long as your subscription area is set up to where I can subscribe to your page. After everything is said and done tonight, usually about 9:30, I'll go back in, and those who have subscribed during the feed, I will subscribe back to you. Yeah, read it. There used to be a cage gorilla named Ivan. Okay. Hello, Miss Sarah. How are you? You had some wild shorts today. Guys, I am experimenting with these shorts. They have a thing now. It's called extended AI. And well, hold that thought. Let me write that down. Extended AI, but I want to hit the question for the day. A fictional character you relate to the most. Let's put that up there. Can we see that? Oh, there it is. Let me get my eyeballs straight. Here we go. I always like doing that. The Amigos official. If you donated $1,000, the buzzers would be going off, and I appreciate the thought. But if you did that, then trust me, I would have the hat on and the glasses rolling. But I didn't. Trust me, I appreciate the thought, but I didn't see that. Foghorn Leghorn. I say, I say, I say. Come here, boy. We'll be here listening. That's fine. Malea's mom's not feeling well tonight, but she's got her zapper on. So if she sees something, George Costanza. Yes. I always like Festivus. Yeah. If you are not familiar with Seinfeld, George's family had this, what was it, an aluminum pole, and they would all get together and they would air their grievances over Festivus. That was it was always hilarious to see something like that. Yes. I took a lie detector test today. I said, "You did?" He said, "Nope, I didn't." Oh, look at that. Chris, can I tell you what you want for Christmas? Well, then it wouldn't be a surprise. You know, I gotta keep some surprise in this world here. Festivus for the rest of us. Festival for the rest of us. Yes. Seinfeld was funny. Seinfeld was one of the, when can you go out on top? And Jerry Seinfeld and that group, they went out on top. That was the number one show in the country when they decided to go out on top. So, not a bad deal. Hello, Love K-pop. How are you? Yeah, Sprague on the Festivus poll. Exactly. Mickey Mouse is my okay. Nothing wrong with Mickey Mouse. I like Mickey Mouse. Did you see where he had Disney has lost copyrights to the first and original Mickey Mouse that has come out? The Steamboat Willie one. You can use that for anything these days. You can use that on T-shirts. You can use that anything. They've lost the copyright to that based on how long it's been out. I know with the present Mickey Mouse that we see currently, there are some stipulations in that, but the original, the Steamboat Willie one, they've lost the copyrights to that. So if you ever want to make a T-shirt with Mickey Mouse on it, he's the one you use to make the Mickey Mouse. Shauna, I'm with you. Toasty, we can do that. I'm with you. I am prayers for Toasty tonight. I was not a big fan of the way they finished the series. I did not like the way they did that. Winnie the Pooh. Can you be all seven dwarves? Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. The show Oz, okay. Ernest T. Bass, there is nothing wrong. These pretzels are making me thirsty. No soup for you. Yes. No soup for you. Soup Nazi. Goofy. Okay. Which one is it? Is it Pluto or Goofy that we don't know if he's a dog or what? To Mama Bear. Okay. It was a prison show. Yes, I remember Oz. Yeah. The Sopranos. You got it. Okay. But no, what I was going to tell you about Winnie the Pooh, and I don't know, and what if we had talked about that before? Goofy, Sarah, was it Goofy that they really don't know kind of if he's a dog or what he is? Ooh, Dutch apple fig. Oh, Dutch apple pie. Okay. Woody Woodpecker. There you go. But no, if you ever watch the show Andy Griffith, the Andy Griffith Show, the gentleman that played um, Otis, he was the voice of Winnie the Pooh for years. And a lot of people never really knew that. And when social media and everything like that come about, we started, looking at the faces and hearing the voices, but he was the voice of Winnie the Pooh for years. Yes, Pluto is a dog. Okay. Band of Brothers, yes. Otis was hilarious. When Otis would get up on that cow and ride that cow, and because he didn't want to, drive drunk in the car, and he'd get up on that cow and ride that cow. That was, and remember the two sisters that had the steel, and it was the flour making machine? And that's the one where Barney got, hammered because he thought it was, he got gas off of it. Question: am I the only one that decorates for Halloween, then for fall, before decorating for Christmas, or do you go straight from Halloween to Christmas? Rita, I will say this. And what said, see, I didn't know that. Yes. Correct. The gentleman who played Otis, they said never had a drink in his life. Never had a drink. I loved Andy Griffith Show, the man that played Otis. Never drank. Correct. Yep. Rita, there are a lot of people that go straight from Halloween right into Christmas. It is just one of those things that happens. I am amazed how quick the transformation happens. Driving into work tonight, that was one of the things. There are a lot of the blow up toys and, the blow up figures and stuff in people's yards. I would say probably Saturday or Sunday. Uh, they were Halloween still. Now they have gone over into Christmas. I just, what do they call it? Holly Thinkmas or something like that, where you go through all three holidays, you try to, combine them together. But it's amazing how quick it turns. Hello, Tim. How are you? Lassie movies. Lassie's movies are awesome. Lassie always saved the day. What's your, oh, wow, Julia, that is a good question. What's your favorite Looney Tune character? Wally Coyote. Wow. My favorite character that I would have to say, and he was with Tom and Jerry, and I know that may not be Looney Tunes in some people's eyes, but Speedy Gonzales. There was something about Speedy, just andale, andale, yeepa, yeepa, and just watching him, he was just hilarious to me as a kid. And then his what was it? His brother, his cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez, who would sing the song slower. Kugaracha, Kugaracha. He would sing the song really super slow. Becca said, "Do you like thin crust?" I'm a thin crust guy, depending on the style of pizza. If it's a veggie pizza, thin crust. If it's a meat lovers or something like that, we're going thick crust. Karen said thin crust. James says Tweety Bird. Okay. Hello, Papa Boy. How are you? Cole said, I like the hat. There you go. Charlene said, "It makes me cry too." Bugs Bunny. Oh, his mom. What is this? Yeah, New York style. Absolutely. Uh-oh, my brother's commenting. Hang on. He said, "Man, you've never had a veggie pizza in your life." Was helping them name their favorite character, Foghorn Leghorn. Foghorn Leghorn. It always used to make me laugh when he would get right to the dog and draw the line, and he would know how far the dog could come out, and then yes. Er. Hello, Joe. How are you? Yes, Sarah said a cucaracha means cockroach in Spanish. Absolutely. Baseball, yo, I've seen your videos. You are funny. How old, Blue? I think it's supposed to be how old are you? I'm just one of the grandpas on here doing this social media thing. No, Tweety, it's a duck. Okay. Cheese crust pizza. I'm not a fan of the cheese inside the crust. No. Hello, Miracle. How are you? Look at that. Boy, you can hear the little ones up there tonight. They are playing hard tonight. Shauna said, I speak Spanish. Okay. I am 30 and holding. You got it. You got it. I live by one rule. My brother is a lot older than I am, and I'm the better looking one. So that's how that works. So, 25 and holding. There you go. I had to get rid of Trump. Trump. You got it. BWCJ. How are you? Do you like barbecue chicken or seafood pizza? I've never had seafood pizza. I know what seafood is. You see it and you eat it, and I do like seafood, but I don't know if I would eat that on a pizza. I don't know about that. Successful 843. Turn on your gifts. I've got them on. I've got them on successful. Guys, are you seeing the dollar sign at the bottom of the screen? Let me know. Successful. All right, I'm going to pin. Hold on, because I want you guys to go and like Successful's page. That is my buddy right there. There we go. He is one of the gentlemen that I do a lot of the shorts with. And if you go and watch, you will see him. I'm trying to think. The last one that I did with you was probably the lemonade one. Fresh lemonade. I think that was. But no, go and like his page. He is an outstanding. He's over 100,000 subscribers. His page is awesome. He's in the military. He's an extremely good actor, and you got it. Mary, I've got it pinned at the bottom here. Successful. What is the name of your channel? I don't think it's that. Oh, I can't think of your channel to save my life right now. No sushi. You got it. Look at that. Turn on your gifts. Yes. 45 likes right now in the room. Yes, Successful 843. There you go. That is the name of his page. So we'll do that. There you go. That is his page. And, definitely go over there. And just, I'm talking funny stuff. He does lives. He'll do, kind of like everybody else does, but it's good stuff. It's good content. And uh, I have found him to be extremely, talented and useful when we go to make videos and collab with each other. He puts out some pretty good stuff. Miracle, you gotta keep working on it, and you gotta get a moderator. That is one of the things. Northern Ireland, hello, Keep. That is one of the things we run into a lot. Prayers for K. Ruth, you got it. I haven't seen Rocker tonight, but no, a lot of trolls pop into these rooms. 50 likes in 24 minutes. I like it. Yeah, you've got to find someone to move them out once you get into the group of people that find someone you trust, find someone you respect, have them be the moderator in your room. You continue. Is Rocker in? I think Rocker's in. Once you find the common ground with everybody, make yourself a couple moderators and then just ask them to take care of business on the people who get in here and start trolling. Boot them out. Once you get those people out of the room, you can then turn around and do something good. Oh, Alvin. See, Alvin found the gifts, and Alvin knows what's coming. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. Now, Alvin said, now Alvin may not know this, but this is what you get for your gifts. Look at that. You ready? I like it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. No, if you go on Successful's page, Alvin there, if you donate to his page, his helmet that he uses for the military, he'll write your name on his helmet if you donate to him, and that's pretty cool. I really like that. That is on YouTube, Mary. If you go under that, you'll be able to find him. And like I said, really good guy. Thank you for coming in here tonight and doing that. That's the first time I'm pretty sure. Have you seen Lovebug? I have not seen Lovebug. I haven't seen Gaither either. Um, Guys, let me explain. Hello, Rosie. Sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes things happen. Lovebug pops in and out. Gaither pops in and out. It's part of what we do. Sometimes life just gets in the way. That is just a replica of my military helmet. Awesome. But no, but you do. You sign. I watched you the other day put names of people on that helmet, and uh, what an honor to have you put somebody's name on that helmet. And like Ron, if you noticed in Ron's videos, you'll see up on the wall, Ron has a piece of a poster board. And if you donate to Ron, Ron turns around and puts your name up on the poster board. We'll have to worry. We'll have to figure something out so we can show who gives and things like that. But definitely go to his channel. Yes, it is an extremely good channel. Terry said she wrapped the presents for the grandbaby today. Hello, Rocker. Hey, Monica. Yes, one big family in here. Rocker, how's everything going with you? Your favorite Raleigh. You never know. Be good while you're in here. Santa, you got another winner in the race, woman for lieutenant governor. Really? Okay. Look at that. Hello, Emma. Emma saying hello to everybody. Hello, Leo49. How are you? Buddy, you have a blessed one too, Alvin. I appreciate you. God bless you. You have 81 in the room, 55 likes. All right, let's make those numbers match. Papa Boy said, do you like a juicy burger or fried chicken more? Either one. Either one's good stuff. Jessica Story, how are you? Hello, Rocker. Mary said, any updates on the Whitakers? I saw a thing today, and the gentleman that is currently helping them now, somebody had wrote a question to him, asking him a question, and he basically come out and responded to the question of he just wanted to be left alone. He wasn't going to do any posting. He wasn't going to do anything. And we've talked about this, and I'm kind of hoping this is where the Whitakers get to, is that there are people out there who help them that do not put this all over social media. And I'm kind of hoping, the gentleman's name is Gary, but I'm kind of hoping that's where this is at right now. I feel like that maybe if we get under the radar a little bit on this to where it's just calm, it's quiet, let it calm down, because boy, I tell you what, all it takes is one or two things to happen, and boy, we're right back into this hornet's nest again. I think that this gentleman stepped in and said, look, I'm going to help. I'm just going to not post it on Facebook and do things like that. He was not, from what I understand, somebody brought his name out and said, this is the guy who did this for them. And it put him in a situation to where he had to address the situation of helping the Whitakers and just saying, look, I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. I want to be left alone, and going from that. Fitz list. I guess you are all from America. No, there's different countries and everything in here. You never know who's popping into the room and out of the room at any given time. There's Katie. How are you? There's Monica. And let's see here. I'm getting comments now about the race. Ellis, Christian, I believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I hope you do too. It was becoming like Ripley's Believe It or Not. You got it. It really was. You did not know what was going to happen from one, deal to the next. And it just, Monica, you are fine. Let's see here. 2 women, 1 in Virginia. Well, can't my family take a hint that I'm just not in a good place and to leave me alone? Malaya's mom, be careful there, because, sometimes people reaching out, explain to them nicely. Don't burn a bridge. And I know that, family can be very, up on top of you in your business and everything. Like, I understand that. I get that. Everybody gets that. But yeah, just kind of, just be nice and play nice, and yep. Malaya's mom, K. Ruth, just called, said the same thing. Ima, you better go call somebody. I saw that message there and okay. I got you. All right, I'm going to drop down successful post there. Yeah. Yeah, you got to watch. Boy, I tell you what, when the trolls, Shauna said I saw it. When the trolls get in here, boy, they put some weird stuff. In a million years, I don't think about some of the stuff these trolls put up in these pages. Yes, James says family friendly room. I get it. Hello, Danny. How are you? But no, that's the but no, I do. I really hope that it gets to the point to where, um and somebody said the other day that the officials were telling people, to kinda keep everything quiet and, an investigation was still going on. Rocker, pray for my wife tonight. She's having some problems. You got it, Rocker. You got it. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely for Malaya's mom tonight and Rocker's wife, and there are a lot of people in this room. K. Ruth needs some prayers tonight. Yes, if you are from another country, welcome. Tell us where you're at. Let us know how everything is going with you. Hello, Jessica Story. Jessica Story said her channel is spelling. Can we give her a shout out? We can do that. Let's see here. We'll do that. If you guys want to go and subscribe to her channel, you can do that. Hello, Danang. How are you? Okay, this is a great pick me up. You got it. Hello, chat. Running late. Betty Boop tonight. Betty, I hope you're doing all right tonight. Let's see. Well, thank you, JS. I appreciate that. You got it, Jessica. No problem. B8 or 6 or straight 6 baby. Fat baby. James said prayers requests are welcome always. We are at 64. Guys, here's the thing, and I love the fact that everybody in this room, when one individual's having an issue, everybody just puts their arms around them. They love on that person. They hug that person. It is amazing to watch this room and what this room has become, and I truly appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, Rita says it's okay to go through a rough patch. We all do it. Yeah, but Jessica's her page is at the bottom there. Hello, Robin. How are you? Her page is at the bottom. If you look, you would be surprised on YouTube, and probably several of us in the room here that we talk to. They don't have a ton of subscribers. They have maybe one, two, three subscribers, um, and they're just trying to build their channels up. And Robin said, "It's Santa." You got it. And if we can help anybody build their room up, we will do our best to do that. I see so many things to make for people, but it's getting short. Yes. Guys, you got to think we are just what, a couple weeks away from Thanksgiving now. That's how quick. What are we, like 20 days, 25, 22 days? Monica said, "Hello, everyone. I just want to say a couple of things that we are all in this together. God bless everyone here, and we love you, and we are family." You got it. Yeah, Louisville, Kentucky's dealing with bad issues tonight. Prayers for Louisville, Kentucky tonight. Jessica says, "I'm young. Everybody thinks I'm too young to be making videos on YouTube. You keep doing what you're doing. Just make good stuff. Don't look. Here's the thing that I tell everybody. Everybody tells me when they go to do a podcast, they want to be Joe Rogan. Jessica, we've already got a Joe Rogan. Everybody will sit there and they say, hey, I want to be like this person. We've already got that person. You be you. You be the best person you can be. You make your videos. You create things like that, that literally you be you. James says, my daughter's birthday. All right, I'm going to take this down here. Is on Thanksgiving this year. Look at that. Hello, Ruth. Ruth said she's late because she had some church tonight. There you go. Ambrose, how are you? Yeah, I saw that, Rocker. A UPS plane crashed in Louisville tonight. Lots of injuries. Correct. Let's see here. Jessica, we do this every night at 8 p.m., except for Friday, and depending on what time a football game hits us. I do stuff with football, so we do this at 8 o'clock every night just to let people get in here, talk to each other, have some good time, good conversations. I'll be honest with you, we talk about anything and everything in this room. Do you like South Korea? Why wouldn't we like South Korea? Why wouldn't we like North Korea? Why wouldn't we like Germany? Why wouldn't we like their people? Why can't we just love everybody? Hello, Active. How are you? Hello, Vane. How are you? Okay. Santa plays football. My knees couldn't take it anymore these days. Oh, what's your opinion on basset hounds? Got no issue with basset hounds. I'm more of a boxer guy myself. Kyle, oh my gosh, go visit South Korea. Okay. JS said, I'm not trying to comment. No, you comment as much as you want to comment. Betty Boop said, making bowl koozies for a friend to give her friends at church. Look at that. They are just relaxing. They are back here taking it easy and just relaxing right now. Richard, you are fine. Do you like muffins? 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Yeah, we're good with muffins. We're at 70. You got it. I have a Bull Terrier Chihuahua. She is rotten. I tell you what, dogs and cats and animals, they get to a point where they become part of your family. And uh, we had a boxer for years, Brutus, and 11 years. And just, you know, oh, there's our buddy. There is Ron. Okay, guys. We had Alvin come in, and this is Ron. If you have not liked Ron's channel, there is Ron's channel pinned right there on the screen. Go to Ron's channel and like his channel. He is about, I think I saw today, Ron, about 600 people away from 100,000 uh, subscribers. If he hits the 100,000, he gets the plaque. He has worked hard for it. He earns that, he had earned that plaque. Definitely go there. This is Ron's page. He is, we are, and this is not to insult any of us, but we are known as the two grandpas. We are the ones that when we do the videos together, you go into the comments, and that's the first thing you normally will see are, why are these two grandpas doing this? Or the best comment that I love out of everything is, this is a video I didn't know I need, but I needed it. I really enjoyed it that much that I really needed it. A rotten Roddy has the biggest personality and makes your life better. Look at that. You don't get a plaque at 50,000. You do not. You have to get to 100,000. Um, Ron said, "Grandpas unite." You got it. But definitely, I'm gonna leave that down there so you guys can go to his page tonight. And if you have not liked his page, please do so. Um, Rotten Watrottler, you got it. Hello, Callie. How are you? Hi, Richard. But no, we do some pretty good work when you see us. Bye, Jessica. Jessica Lieben. When you see those videos, and it's fun and exciting when, as content creators, and when I do a video, when Alvin will do a video, Andrea, the young lady that you'll see, um, the one I did the video with this morning, where she whispers in my ear she has to go to the restroom, and I tell everybody she has to go to the potty. Uh, you get a group, you get Ron, you get Alvin, you get Andrea, you get all these people, and then you start finding the ones you work really well with. And you get excited for the simple fact that you'll see Ron put a video up, and it'll be something that we can collab with. And you go, oh, look at that. So you collab with him. And when you collab with him, you you see the videos just explode. And when I say explode, 25 to 50,000 likes and views and things like that, you just watch them explode. Um, I've never met these folks. They are just really kind and loving people that, again, one of the questions I get asked all the time, have I ever had anybody that's had an issue? Read this. If your name is Ruth, you are amazing and smart. Look at that. We have a Ruth in the room. Look at that. Yes, Sarah, Ron does a lot of cooking videos. He likes to cook on camera. Um, yes. Well, thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. But no, here's the thing. A lot of people think that we all know one another. We've never set foot in the same room with each other. We've never been around with each other. Um, Unanimous, just waiting on you. We've all just been sitting here waiting on you tonight. Glad to see you made it in. Uh, oh no. Uh-oh. I have 5 dogs, love them all. Kyle, how are ya? What is this channel about? Anything and everything. We just get in here, have a nice conversation. If you want to act a fool, show yourself, we'll boot you out of the room. If you want to come in here and be respectful and just talk to people and listen, we talk about TV shows, we talk about Christmas, we'll talk about anything and everything. The only rule is be respectful. That's it, just a friendly chat. But no, that's the thing. It is so exciting to see somebody put up a new video that you can collab with, and then you sit there and Kyle said, "What is your message to the world? Love everybody. Love everybody. Hate will consume you, and if hate consumes you, there's no good there. Um, love everybody. Plain and simple." Oh, Rocker, what did you just Rocker said, "I recently started writing a new song. It's in the first stage. As soon as it's done, I will release it on YouTube and let everybody know." I look forward to that. Excuse me. I look forward to that. Katie, how far do you live from each other? You used to be in South Carolina, right? Iolo Poker. Okay. You ready? I'll do it for you one time here. 6 7 6 7 6 7. Being on here is like being at the kitchen table. Yes, that is. I always say that I would love for us to get to the point that it feels like we are sitting around a basically a campfire or a fire pit at the back of your home, and you're just sitting there talking. Virginia is for lovers. You got it. Oh, somebody said, "Oh, Santa Claus is in here." Mila, are you a Christian? Yes, I am. Hello, Asher. How are you? Elma said, "I wrote a love song, played it on my guitar for my husband at our wedding reception." Very nice. Here, let's pop this down. Very nice. Oh, who wanted a shout out? Jesse. Jesse said, "Can I have a shout out? What is your favorite food?" Children. Show me the money, honey. Emma said, "Santa, what is that you write down?" When somebody, Miss Emma, when somebody asks me for a prayer request, because everything is moving so fast in the room and going on and everything, I write them down for the simple fact, hello, Katie, how are you? For the simple fact that I want to make sure I have everything. And that is what you see is I am writing names down. I am writing, sometimes somebody will come in and they'll say, hey, on this site, you can see this, and I'll write it down on top. Or we might be in the middle of something and somebody will throw a love gift or something out to where I have to put the hat on and things like that. I try to, I know sometimes when we watch this and when we listen to it, and I talked to my brother the other night about it because he watches and listens and sees what's going on. Um, let's see. I don't like people that say, "Should I quit?" and let the comments decide. I think they should go on their own path. Yeah. Callie, can I put the hat on? Here's the deal with the hat, and we are at 54 minutes. I need either 18 thumbs ups right now. Got 90 people in the room. If we can get that to 100, the hat will go on. If you want to do a super chat, I don't care what the value of the super chat is. If you want to do $1, if you want to do $2, we had Marianne last night do $20. If you want to do a super chat, if the super chat shows up, we'll do the hat. It's just one of those things we do on special little. If you want to do a membership, if you buy a membership, it'll pop up and let me know. Right now, we are 17 likes away from the hat. 17. We are at 55 minutes. We try to get 100 likes within the hour. So those are just ways that you will get to see the hat. And if you've never seen the hat looks like there's a squirrel or something up in it and it goes crazy. And Kyle said, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Uh-oh. Katie, it has been one of these things where we talked about a gentleman earlier. Uh-oh. Sarah threw $2 in here. Sarah just likes the hat. Plain and simple. Hold that thought, Katie. I'm gonna answer your question. It's been quiet with the Whitakers. There's a gentleman helping, and he would just like to help them without getting the publicity. Here we go. Look at that. We are 16 away. Hello from Iowa. Oh, Jerry just came in. All right, here we go with Jerry. You know, when I start doing this with my hat and everything, my phone blows up because people are watching me and they're letting me know they're watching. Toasty said, "What are you doing? What are you doing right now?" Guys, we've got to have something fun and special when people, you're fine. We've got to have something fun and special when people donate and do certain things. Jerry said, "You're going to wear the batteries out of that hat." You got it. I'd love to do that. And I've got a couple other things I'm going to bring in before too long. Never too early for Christmas. Elmwood, no, the trolls, trust me, do not like the trolls. Phyllis, always got to be jolly. Yes, always have to be. But I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody. Ruth said, "My husband wants to dress up for Santa for the grandkids this year." Do it. Do it. Just don't get stuck in the chimney. It is a lot. It looks easy, but it's not. Yes. Oh, my chat froze. What's up, TLC? How are you? We're at 84. We need 16. We'll stay after a little bit. Let's see if we've got 93 people in the room. If you have not hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. I need a rabbit hat for Easter. Ah, now you're thinking. Hello, TLC. So, kid 9999 is on the bad list. TNT, how are you? Chimney maneuvers removal was rough. Kyle 6767. Hello, Vish. How are you? Thank you, Rosette. I appreciate that. I wish it was Easter already. I dressed up like Santa one year, and the little boy, you were Santa, bowl full of jelly. Cherry, that's what pillows are for. Just saying. Uh-oh, Vivian's not going to say hi to you? Vivian may not have seen you. Vish. There you go. Did you have fun at your eagle farm? I'm an eagle. Look at that. We are 12 away. We are 11 away. He said he was going to get it done today, and then I will call 911. Team, I don't know what that is, but if you need help with something, please dial 911. Rosie, how are you? I am good, thank you. Let's see. Night, Nancy. Have a good night. Good. We are at 11 away right now, guys. Like I said, I'm only going to stay on here a little bit more. We are 11 away. I'm almost 5'8". Okay. We are 10 away right now. Kyle said, be a dog. Rich says, I'm 6 foot. My dad is 6'4". My mom is 5'3". I understand that in more ways than Malaya's mom is in here somewhere, TNT. She's not feeling very good tonight. So she is in here, but Peter's been kind of working the room, but she is just not feeling good tonight. Well, thank you, Rosie. I appreciate that. See you later, Kyle. There's Malaya's mom. Yep, a lot of prayers for her. You got it. Oh, we just lost 2 likes. How does that happen? How does that happen? Awesome, Rocker. How do we lose? Oh, we gained them back. We got 91. Back to 90. Now we're losing. I think you're just messing with me now. Now we're gonna hop off here because now you're messing with me. Hello, Miss Vivian. Guys, I'm gonna hop off here tonight. You guys have a great evening. I hope everybody had a good time in here tonight, had some fun. Hopefully got your mind off of some things. Pray for the Whitakers. Pray for all the people who asked for prayers tonight in the room. Guys, go do something good for somebody tomorrow. Take care of yourself. I love you. God loves you. Y'all have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Have a great night. Bye now.